Honey, I packed your lunch, but you forgot to bring it. It was you who asked me to cook a steak today out of everything. I got up really early to prepare it for you as well. How wasteful.
Oh my, I apologize. I placed it on the counter and completely forgot my place in it. Still, it's not a complete waste. Next day, I'll take it.
How many times has it happened just this month? You're quite forgetful. You were unable to buy lunch the other day since you forgot your wallet. That's the reason I initially offered to prepare you lunch.
I've been this way all along. I used to forget where I put things, or to bring a lot of stuff even as a kid. My mother had to constantly visit my school in order to bring me with the items I forgot.
You must be extra cautious. Until someone reminds you of something, you are not even aware that you forgot. It truly worries me about you.
Although it would be wonderful if I could recall everything before leaving the house, I suppose that's not my fate.
Will you be okay tomorrow? The following morning, you are heading to Spain. I am unable to help you.
I'll be all right. You don't need to be too worried about me.
I can't resist worrying. You're looking too far up into the clouds. You don't go on business trips very often, so you don't have a routine to rely on to help you remember things.
Please don't treat me like a kid again. Honestly, I don't need your help to manage traveling for business.
You were unable to even buy an airline ticket on your own. I can't help but worry about you.
I'm able to buy a ticket. Why are you acting so patronizingly?
Nevertheless, you forgot your passport. I had to tell you where it was when you were going to purchase the ticket. Subsequently, you forgot to buy the ticket. Finally, I was the one who must do it for you.
That is not the same. I can still purchase the ticket on my own, notwithstanding that. You were free, so I gave you something to do since I had other things to do. That works out well for both of us.
That is nonsensical. Honestly, there are moments when I feel more like your secretary than your wife.
I don't mind if you were that way, though. That would deepen my love for you, sweetie.
Oh dear, what will I do with you? Before you go for the trip, make sure you pack everything you'll need. It will be disastrous if you lose any crucial work documents.
I can print the documents I need for work whenever and wherever I need them, because they are all stored on the cloud. I can just purchase something when I get there if I fail to pack it. If money can solve the issue, it's not truly an issue.
It's true that you can do anything as long as your phone and wallet are in it. However, you should still take care to pack at least those two items.
I got it. Don't worry.
Evans, even after being reminded, there's still something you forgot. Why didn't you give me a call? What have you been doing?
I've arrived. I forgot what?
How come? You arrived already? How do you manage to do that?
You know, most of the job was done by the pilot? Haha. Anyway, I apologize. I was eager to depart because I woke up later this morning than I had intended to.
It appears that you forgot to bring your passport. How are you able to board the aircraft?
Oh, what?
This seems a little strange. Without a passport, how are you able to travel internationally? How on earth could you forget something that is so important?
I think that must be my old one.
Nope. It's the only one you have. When we renewed it 2 years ago, we got rid of the previous one. Without a doubt, this is your passport.
Oh yeah, that's right. I replaced that one that I lost a long back. How did you discover it? I searched everywhere for it.
On the counter, it was. This makes no sense at all. If you had previously lost your passport, I would have known. Why does it feel as though you're hiding something? Is it the case that you didn't require a passport because you won't be traveling to Spain? Where are you?
What are you talking about? Did I not tell you that I replaced it? And that's it. As you know, I frequently lose things.
This whole thing seems so suspicious. Are you actually traveling for work?
Why are you starting to question me now?
Fine. Then I'm going to give your company a call to find out about this trip.
What? Don't be crazy. Why would you need to call my company? Don't do that.
Because your behavior seems strange. Show me that you are indeed on a business trip.
Fine. I'll snap some photos and send them to you. Will you be satisfied after that?
That will not do. You can find any random image on the internet. That will not convince me to believe you.
So, what should I do to convince you to trust me?
In this circumstance, having someone else vouch for you would be the best thing to do. If I asked someone in your office, I would be certain that you were on a business trip.
Do you have any doubts about me? Why aren't you just going to believe what I say? All this fuss over a lost passport.
Because it is impossible to travel without a passport. You expect me to think you secretly replaced your passport without even asking if I had seen it? Nothing here makes sense. The more I think about it, the more it appears that you've been lying about this business trip the entire time. There's no way you're in Spain right now. You're not in Spain, are you?
No, of course not. I believe you've seen too many movies. How fortunate you are to have the time to watch movies all day and come up with insane ideas while I am working my butt off to put food on the table.
What? Are you making a joke about me? Do you think I'm a moron?
I believe it is. This sounds like a movie storyline rather than real reality.
That is not the case. I believe what you've done up to this point has been strange, which is why I'm doubtful about you. If I'm mistaken, please explain what's going on.
I believe you are overthinking this. I'm exactly where I'm intended to be. I'm away on a business trip.
Even if you are on a business trip, your destination may be different from where you stated you would go. I'm not sure why you'd tell me the wrong destination. The more I think about it, the more I realize that things don't add up. This is strange.
You're the one who's acting strangely. Just pay attention to what I have to say. Don't merely conjure up bizarre scenarios in your brain.
I'm currently looking at your company's number. It would be wonderful if I could speak with someone from your department. I'll contact you later.
Wait a second. Cynthia, hey.
Did I make you wait long enough? It took some time, but I finally figured out what was going on.
Did you actually contact them? Did you in fact call the office?
Of course. I spoke with your manager, Hanks. How fortunate I was that he was in the office today.
Oh my God, you actually did?
Hanks stated that you don't have a business trip scheduled. Rather, you had requested a couple of days of paid vacation time. Could you clarify that for me?
Well, I didn't mean to fool you or do anything like that. I simply wanted to go on a trip by myself.
You keep hiding the truth from me. To travel on a solo trip, you wouldn't need to devise such a complex plan. I believe you're hiding something even more significant than that. You should tell the truth now.
I have nothing to hide. I hope you didn't tell my manager anything that wasn't necessary.
What you mean by unnecessary is unclear to me. I only asked, where did you say you were going? To him. However, I'll confess that when he questioned me about why I had called, I had overstated a few things.
What did you say?
I called my husband's office to see if they had seen him after stating that I was unable to get in touch with him. Or did I just remark that I wasn't positive you were safe? In any case, I pretended that it was an emergency because I needed information.
That seems a bit excessive, doesn't it? I had a skepticism that you had been consumed in too many spying movies.
You were the one who first began to lie. I suppose that makes both of us liars.
That may be true, but Hanks wasn't supposed to be involved in this.
How else could I get the truth when you wouldn't tell it to me? To find out, I had to speak with your manager. He began to worry about you as well, so he asked about you among the staff.
Asked around? What did he ask about?
He asked as to if anyone knew where you were going today.
Hold on a moment. My trip is now known to all the staff in the office?
That's true. I would not have known if I hadn't made it seem vital. I did what I had to do. So now everyone is aware of your disappearance and missing status.
I am not. I'm texting you now. Am I not?
But you provided unclear explanations and justifications just a short while ago. I had to go find it out for myself because you wouldn't tell me anything. You are the one who caused yourself to experience this.
Oh God.
I'm out of time to play your games right now. I discovered someone who was aware of your plans. You might say, I suppose, that he ratted you out.
What? Who was it?
In your mind, who was it I will not reveal. However, there is someone who is aware of your affair and the fact that you and your girlfriend are now in Vegas.
Will, was it? It was probably that bold, big-mouthed son of a...
Did you hear me? You're involved in an affair. This is actually starting to look like a really bad movie. I suppose that wasn't just my little housewife's bored mind going crazy, was it?
All right, fine. You got me.
That's it. But you have to be angry with your friend and coworker now.
Will and his stupid mouth. I instructed him to keep it quiet.
You don't deserve to be angry with him. He's been informed that you disappeared. He believed that something happened to you on your trip with your lover. In reality, he was concerned about you.
That was a secret he should have carried to his grave. I told him because I trusted him.
Of course, he would come clean because he was right about your life. His intention was to save you. But nobody's life is in danger at this time, yet.
All of this happened as a result of you telling Will a holy lie. You should not be deceiving other people.
That's not what I want to hear from you. You're missing something important. Right now, you are the one having an affair. Based on the information I have, it appears that the woman you are currently seeing works for a company that your company contracts with. Was what I said, right?
Did Will also mention that to you?
I heard other things besides that. That woman is married, and her husband works by the same company as hers. So there are two sides to this. This is a double affair, then.
You are now completely updated. That is useless but good for Will. I will never forgive him for this.
Here, you are the one who is at fault. Her husband appears to be very high up in the chain of command. Also, he is a friend of your manager. When your manager learned about the affair, he was equally shocked.
That being said, my manager is in charge of the commercial dealings between the two companies. I've heard that the two of them frequently communicate. It appears they get along.
Get along? They go beyond that, too. On the weekends, they even go fishing together. Your manager was a little reluctant to disclose the affair to his friends. This will have an impact on both their personal lives and the business dealings between the two companies.
So that they won't say anything then?
Ha! They can't just ignore something like an affair, after all. Ultimately, the manager did reveal all of his information to his friend. I believe your manager is now in communication with that company.
For real? Now?
Right now, you're with that woman, don't you? Have you informed her that you have been discovered?
Not at all. I didn't want to ruin our enjoyable atmosphere. She had been anticipating this trip for a very long time.
I don't think that joyful emotions will last for very long. It would be preferable if you informed her right away that everyone is aware of what you two are up to. Things are about to get out of hand for the two of you, since you are standing so near to the edge.
I see what you mean, all right? I will now tell her. I want to say a lot of things to you, but for now, just allow me to say this. This was neither a thoughtless nor a weak moment.
You're trying to say that you're serious about her?
Although it seems like a shady relationship now, we truly love deeply for one another.
I understand. Therefore, you two are prepared to face anything that comes your way going ahead. Then I won't keep anything from you. I'm going to use the divorce to extract every last penny I can from you.
You are free to request any amount you want. I'll be totally free after we are divorced, and Ariel and I can start a new life together.
Oh, really? I then wish you a pleasant trip with Ariel. Never return to this house again.
Cynthia, listen to me. I'm going to board the plane to return.
How come? Do you plan to return here? I wouldn't have cared if you had stayed there much longer. I'm not even interested in seeing your face anymore.
Ariel must return now. She left me at the hotel. I thus made the decision to return as well.
Ariel? Oh, you mean the woman with whom you are involved in an affair? Why did she leave so abruptly?
Her husband had called her earlier. She told me that if she went home immediately, he would forgive her.
That would mean that she doesn't want her husband to leave her, doesn't it?
You could say that.
Oh, what about the thing you stated to me earlier? Something about your two having a genuine love for one another. You were prepared to make whatever payment was necessary.
I'm also rather shocked by the course of events.
At that time, you were the only one who was considering the relationship seriously. Your affair thrown you away, haha.
You don't have to explain it to me.
You're prepared to throw away everything for her. I'm embarrassed for you even.
In all honesty, I'm going home right now.
Well, I get why. Right now, you have nowhere else to go.
I am clear that I have every right to hear all you have to say. When I return, let's discuss everything in detail. I would like to personally apologize to you.
No, you don't have to apologize to me. You aren't missing much by returning here. I'll be gone by the time you get here. You just returned to an empty house. I'm packing everything up and moving out.
Moving out? And where are you going?
I'm not revealing that to you. Just say that I'll be staying at a hotel before going to a friend's house.
If you were to leave me, what would you do? You're not even have a job.
I'll get a job. I'll take the necessary actions. It appears that you were skeptical of me since I wasn't working, but it's not as though I'm stupid. In school, I did better than you did. I'm so disappointed in you.
None of us, in my view, would benefit from a divorce. Give me a chance, please. Let's first discuss this.
Did you forget that you previously agreed to a divorce? My God! You truly have a terrible memory.
The circumstances have changed since then.
Oh, you mean the woman you were sleeping with shoved you aside, so you want things to return to as they are now. You're returning to me because you misplaced your side piece, right? Don't be silly like that.
All right, I made a mistake. I am awakened now.
I see that you're now realizing your mistake. Now, it makes no difference what you say. I'm not going to change my feelings or thoughts about you.
Do you know the struggles I'm facing? I'm going to get ruined.
You are, of course. You went after someone from the company you work for, which was an extremely poor decision. If you do not get fired, you'll be really fortunate. Yet I fail to understand how you could avoid that.
You seem to be speaking about a stranger because you are treating things lightly.
But now we're strangers. I've already made the decision to end our relationship with a divorce, so you will no longer matter to me.
Just do things my way, please. Everyone abandoned me and tricked me.
In this case, don't be the victim. You alone took the action you wanted, ignoring the feelings of others.
How did this come about?
You could have extended your life a bit if you hadn't misplaced your passport.
Why did I not remember to bring that with me? I checked everything last night with caution.
I'm tired of being manipulated by you. I no longer want any interaction with you. But this time, I'm relieved you forgot something. This time, your forgetfulness really came to my rescue. It hurts to have been deceived for so long.
Where was the mistake in all of my planning? I should not to have revealed that it was Spain. I'm not sure why I tried to make it seem fancy.
It appears that you were the one who was caught lying to everyone and acting as a spy.
I guess so. Ha ha.
It appears that you were not actually traveling to Spain. You were the lone traveler on that journey, and it was to a location known as Misery. Following that, my husband lost his job at his company. I'm not sure if Evan's termination was related to his girlfriend's husband, but it's a possibility. In any case, I took him to the dry cleaners as promised during the divorce. Evan succeeded in finding a new job, but he is in no way able to live comfortably following the loss of 80% of his savings in the marriage and having to pay monthly alimony. I learned that when my ex sought his parents for financial assistance, they refused. He was unable to earn the forgiveness of his own parents for his actions. He lost everything and everyone he knew in an instant due to his recklessness. In my case, I began living by myself, and a friend helped me get a job. I consider my life to be comfortable as a result. I'm not sure if I would say Evans is the epitome of what not to do in life. However, he did teach me that even seemingly insignificant things may have profoundly big ripple effects on your life, and that one should always be careful with what they forget to bring.